right? I'm gonna give you kind of a following scenario, because there's certain things, and we're not talking about a portion cost, we're not talking more of what can be assigned as a overall cost to an item. If I buy something, maybe I add a warranty, maybe I have to pay for shipping, maybe I gotta pay for whatever. Well, what can I add to that item, right? So there's certain things that you gotta pay attention to. So I'm gonna read off a scenario of things so you can get kind of the idea. Okay, let's post on the actual stuff we're supposed to be doing. Here we go. Your company's purchasing a machine for your business. The list price is $2 million. Right? Terms are 210 net 60. Remember what that means? Probably not if you weren't paying attention. I really like
2% off in 10 days. If not, it's due in 60.
Good. Good. Right. So again, the financial decision of whether you take advantage of it or not is completely up to what you're doing with your money. If you're making more money than what are we doing? All right, let's just dial in, because it's just an absolute waste of time if I'm up here trying to coach you guys up and then you fail. Then that's on you. The thing you got to pay attention to is, are you making more money on what you're going to save? If you're going to give me a 2% discount, am I making more than that 2%, leaving my money elsewhere? Because if you are, then why in the hell would you take advantage of 2% off? Stupid, right? So you got to be smart enough to pay attention to that. All right. The following additional costs were incurred in the purchase and installation of the machine. You with me? So I'm going to give it as follows. They're telling us freight was $4,000. Installation, 20 grand. Okay. Electrical and power, we'll just call it power, right? Was $7,500. Repairs to fix damage during the setup. I'll just call it damage, and I'll call it SUP. What was that dollar amount? $2,500. Next one was cost to test and adjust the machine to get it to your specs, your specifications, right? So again, that's a little bit different, right? That is cost to test it and adjust the machine to your specific needs, I guess you could say. They'll also say specs instead of needs, but it's the same crap. Everybody good with that? And that dollar amount was $5,500. What did I say? Cost to test. I'll put specs. 5,500. Okay, the next one was spare parts. And that spare parts was $87,500. Okay. Sales tax. Was $140,000. And then fines during the transport. Fines, tickets, etc., weight fees, whatever, $500. And then the last one was cost for special foundation. For machine install. And that was 30 grand. Okay? So there's a few things you gotta ask yourself. So when you think about, oh man, I'm buying a $2 million piece of equipment, etc. it's not 2 million, is it? And the sales tax alone is a freaking lot of money, right? So you gotta ask yourself, if I'm trying to assign a cost to the cost of a plant asset, I gotta understand. The easiest way to look at it is, what are absolute must-haves in order for you to use that asset? You have to have freight. Duh, how the hell else are you gonna get it, right? So yeah, I'm gonna include that. Do I have to have installation of it? It's kind of a bonehead question, isn't it? How the hell else are you gonna use it if it's not installed, right? You need power to it?
Mm-hmm.
Damage during the setup.
No.
Some jack, you fill in the blank, screwed something up. Had they done it right, would you incur that cost? You cannot include it. Test that to get to the right specs for your use.
Yeah.
Of course. Spare parts.
No. Oh, no.
Did I need spare parts to use it? Then you cannot include it. Right? Sales tax. Can you avoid it?
Yeah.
If you want to go to prison. Sales tax. Is it a necessity with the item?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can include that. Yeah. Fines that were incurred during the transportation to get it to you.
Yeah.
No.
If some didn't get a fine, would you have been hit with that bill?
Oh, no.
Duh. So then you can't include it. Right? How about a foundation installed for the equipment?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we can include those things. So everything you see with a check is something that we're gonna sign for the cost, that we can add to the cost, right? So, let's take a little look-see here. Come on, baby. You don't wanna move? Oh, crap, no. That's a big one. All right, so let's look what we got here. So we said the original price is $2,000. Okay, it says determine total cost recorded on the machine. You are to show how you arrived at this cost. The company paid for the machine within the cash discount period. Okay? All right. So, 2% of 2 million is what, 40 grand? Say yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple, right? 2 times 2 is 4, 40,000. So I'm gonna say, this would be enough to satisfy showing your work. What did I say, 40?
Yeah.
In the math world, the business world, things around the parentheses around it just means subtraction. You understand that? Good. And I'll notate to the right, that's discount. Okay. So now, it's no longer 2 million, it's what?
40,000.
1,960,000, correct?
Yeah.
That's the balance due right now. But we're allowed to add some items, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add the, and you could probably tag on the reason for it to the right, freight, install. I'm not gonna write all that out. It's already here. What all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that, set it there, 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 and finally take that, set it there. And I'm gonna add all those things together. Everybody with me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4,020 and 75. What an idiot. 4,000 should have been above it, but you get the point. $87.5 is not included. 5,500 is not. 87.5 is. What else did we got? 500. 140 and 30. Okay. 140 and 30. Good. So let's do a little bit of math here. 1,960,000. What did I say? Plus 24,000. Plus 7,000. What did I say? September. Plus 87.5. 140 grand.
It's 30 grand.
What was the last one? 30.
Yeah.
We got 2, 5, 1, 500. What did I do? 420. 75. Did I hit a wrong number in there? 500. Oh, crap. Where's the 50? A little fast on myself. So if we add plus 5,500, 2257.
Oh yeah, Fitz, you include the 875 where you can need. That's spare parts.
Oh yeah, I wrote that. Good thing. All right, so let's just do this real quick, just make sure, because it's gonna drive me nuts. 24 and 10 is 34,000 plus 175.5. Right?
You added one.
What did I do?
The damage?
Oh my god, you added some other different.
Oh, easy. Minus 2500. 2167. Boom. Final answer. Everybody's happy. Not too fast. There you go. So when I add all that up with the 2 million, I got what? What did I say? 2,167,000.
Yeah.
That is the cost that you're able to use. Okay, for that type of a plant asset. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so again, when we're talking about why is this included and why isn't it, ask yourself, was that an absolute necessity?
No.
Some jackass broke it, setting it up. You have the right person do it. That's not a necessity, right? You try to avoid that. Somebody getting a ticket or being over a weight fee, right? That shouldn't be on you, but sometimes the shipping is FOB. That means the freight is paid by you. And anything happens until it gets to you is your responsibility. Most of what you do in the general world, just buying as an individual, is if you buy something from a store and it shows up broken, they'll take responsibility. The other way around, from the second you buy it, that's on you. We'll ship it to you, but if it shows up broke, it's you, right? So that's a pretty big ticket item, right? Depreciation assets we already did. Okay, so let's talk about inventory. Do I need that? Any questions before I gotta erase that. I don't have enough board space. Before we get cracking. I wonder if I can do something else.
Okay.
And okay. Let's see what it got. Scenario's gonna be kind of like this. During December, Fitz and Associates used a perpetual inventory system, had the beginning inventory purchases and sales. Okay. And here's what we're gonna see here. Beginning inventory. I think it's that crap I got on the gosh damn board. That cleaner sucks. So if you're selling it, probably go on.
I wasn't really writing anything. I got it on the phone, so.
Amazon job is doing good. Baby, open.
Is it live on FIFO? Yeah, live on FIFO.
All right, my guy, let's see what we got here. This guy shit. Man, who uses what did I say again? I said, okay. So the beginning inventory on 12/1, right? Oh, yes, sir. Inventory on 12/1. Okay. Was 500 units. Oh, you mother. Oh, yeah. 500 units, and the cost was $24 a unit. You with me?
Yeah.
Goes on to say on 12/3, he made a purchase of 60 units. That was on what, 12/3? I'm just gonna put buy, you would say purchase. Those units, those 60 units cost you 28 a unit. All right? On the 10th, you sold 150 units. How many units is it? 150. That's gonna be a question mark. Okay. On the 21st of December, you made another purchase. And that purchase was 100 units. Those units ran you $30 a pop. Okay. And then on the 30th, final transaction, you sold. And you sold 90 units. And that's another question mark. So we're trying to figure out what we have inventory wise, correct? Yep.
Isn't that working?
So, I gotta put this.
Packer.
I gotta put
How'd you manage to do that?
Right, so you're gonna have something provided to you similar to what I'm gonna draw up there. Let's go, so let's go date. Purchase. Cost of goods sold, CGS, cost of goods sold, and inventory balance. Okay. How many things do we have up here?
5?
5, so you're gonna have, guess what?
5 different dates?
5 different columns.
Oh.
Are you with me?
See?
Let's go 12/1. Well, it was 12/1, yep. And we said we had 500 units at $24, right? So I know, I know 500 at 24 is gonna be $1,200, right?
12,000.
Be 1,200.
Why?
24 times 5?
That's 500 though.
500 at 24 gives me, oh, what an idiot. You're right. Yeah, it is 12,000. I don't like that. Oh, good. Okay. Were there any cost of goods sold? No. So the inventory is 500. units, the dollar amount is 12 grand. Okay? Everybody happy? What do we do on 12.3?
Bought Cincy at 28.
This goes, I don't need to write bot because it's over there. So we said 60 at 28. That should equal what, 1680?
Yeah.
There's no cost of goods sold, but now I have 500 at 12 grand. And I got 60 at 1680. Correct? That means I got 110 total. And what did I say? Just first one, 110, 12, 16, 13,680, right? Wait a minute. What did I miss? 13,680. Yeah. Yeah. 13,680. That's everybody good? The thing you're gonna pay attention to more often is gonna be these two here. I like keeping the running total so I know what I got. What did we do on the 10th? Sold 150. Okay. We have to use the last in, first out. It tells us. So the last one's in, the first one's out, right? So if I need 150 of these suckers, the last one's in, we're what? The 60 we just bought, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sell 60 at, what was the price of those?
28.
Which is 1680, right?
Yeah.
That means it really wipes out those 60, they're no longer there. Make sense? Now, how many did I say we just bought, we just sold?
150.
So how much more do we need?
90.
Then that means I gotta take 90 of the 500, right? And those were at what?
24.
So what's 90 times 24?
2160.
2160?
Yep.
Okay. So what that's gonna leave us is now we have 410 left, right? 410 at 24. 24 bucks, which is what, 98.40?
Yep.
21st, what do we do?
Bought.
Bought another 100. How much were they?
30.
130 is gonna give us 3 grand. Right, there is no cost of goods sold, but now I have 410 at 24, and I got 100 at 30, correct?
Yep.
So 3 and, so my total amount, and I'll put it off to the side, or I can just put it right here, 12,840, right? Dollars. Even though we should be paying attention to units, that's what you have in price everything, right?
Yep.
Last thing, sold 90 on 12/31. 90. I got plenty out of this 100 I could take, right? So I'm not even gonna mess with that. So I know right now I'm selling 90 of those. That means I'm gonna have 410 at 24, and I'm gonna have 10
At 30.
at 30. Just figure out that dollar amount, you're done, right? So 90 at, what did we say we sold 90, and that 90 was at what, 30?
Yep.
Good. So I mean, you could say then it's gonna be 11,140, right? When you do the math here. That's your ending inventory amount right there. Based on last in, first out, okay? That makes sense to everybody?
Yep.
Could I have done it without writing a balance carrying it forward? Did I really need this here the whole time? As long as I know I got 500 at 12 grand, or at 12.
At 24.
It should have been 500 at 24, yeah. I would probably do that if I did it again. To me, I know that already, so I like knowing what the dollar amount is as I go forward. They could ask you, what's the ending inventory balance? You'd have to say, hey, 410 units at 24, 10 units at 30. Total value of the goods that you have on hand is 11,140 based on
We don't
life.
we don't even put the sum, do we? Just 500 at 24. For inventory balance for the end column, right?
4, 10 at 24, and 10 at 30.
Yeah. That's all we put in there. We don't put the actual sums in there.
I don't know if you screwed it up just by looking at the ending balance.
Okay.
You don't have 11,140. I know you screwed up. Or wait a minute, that's. We're off.
So whatever's here, you bring it down here,
So that's 10,140, isn't it?
Yeah.
10,140. Yeah, so if this is off, I'll know you're off. Look, that didn't make sense. Did not make sense. Checks on those? Any checks on any of the two we went over? So that's done. What else do I gotta do? That's done, that's done. That's done, that's done. We only have one more to do. We'll do it on Monday, and I'm gonna give you a mock test. See how you do. Okay. But I would keep looking over those kind of scenarios. I know it's a little bit harder when you don't have the actual questions in front of you. But I'll put those questions out there, and then hopefully you kind of mirror them up to what you're doing. Make sense? We have one more. I think it's easier, but you do have to know how you're gonna do what's getting debited, what's getting credited. Right? That's the only problem in there where they ask you at the end when you're done with the math part, what gets debited, what gets credited, and what's the dollar amount, right? So it's real easy. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's not terrible.
How long's the test?
8.5 by 11. 11.
That's way too many.
You said how long? 11 inches.
How long is the test?
Big question.
9.5 by 11.
We've covered 7 of them. You remember none of them.
I could do it.
We're gonna find out, player. You can't hide. You can't hide when the test shows up.
Huh?
You're not supposed to counting 2 kids. That test was gonna hurt for
Both
something.
are working hands, stay here.
Because they didn't put very much effort into it. They weren't real.
So we're gonna as a
Kids
team.
don't keep kids.
I just want to kind of hear all the microphone.
Wait, pause. Oh, here it is.
I don't even know where I got it from.
Beat the game
Boy,
and
Adrian.
under half an hour. Under half an hour.
Adrian.
Damn.